A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious. It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo.
Turns out that you don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool. Several maps. The maps look old and faded. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a... To the east, rolling Hudon. It's so small. No, this is somewhere to be. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and
Sir, please, no brown. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers.
Amidst the various books, the point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice. It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this, wholeness, unity. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually trans. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this? The throbbing in your head, suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The book contains very little explanation. The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik. It is supposedly invigorating and good for the circulation. It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pail. Among other benefits, it is alleged to that seems for general health and well-being. Readers are encouraged to take these strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body. This is exactly what there's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform. You close the book and return it to its place on the shelf. This bookstore is not strict.
Indeed. Something about that. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking...
The plaque on the shelf, browsing through, suddenly, high-speed love. Next to that...
I really must...
She understood.
I'm sorry, I did not...
Shelves full of biographies. A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. You wait for the store. It's quite a challenge, but eventually... A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest. This book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as introduce. This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus. Ooh. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, in the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues. Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day. And you're right, cockatoos are magnificent creatures, not great for the neighbors. Performing? Yes, bird. Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is... Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you? You're right. Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your... You take the legal documents out. Homosexual underground. Maybe you should stop obsessing about your own and other people's sexuality. Feels like it's about time to do that. You thought about this for 8 hours? Not only should you... Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coach, does a master swordsman insult his own blade? It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and when a man sets his mind and body on... Behold, world, hear what...
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
I have really...
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston.
René! Hello, officer. How might... Oh, sweet Jenny.
Do not defile her memory.
His tone lacks its usual intensity. Like it...
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street. She was René's first girl, back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some grit.
And then you stole her from me.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the...
We were just boys then. No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company.
She died of pneumonia. René and I were both
died. No use sugarcoating it.
Departed. Until the... She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married. Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
You always confused there. Couldn't let us be happy.
He suddenly remembers you are still there.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left. I'm sorry, officer, but I really...
The only one you have.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then? Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for... No, officer.
Then help them.
He means
I wish I could, but I just...
odd. He doesn't seem to be lying.
I'm not.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so...
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? Everyone in Martinez knows...
What do you know about history?
The old... There he stands,
Let's try not to get caught in a...
lest we leave riddled with bullet holes.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend... Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But if...
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He doesn't know anything.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is...
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs... Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I...
Well, he tells his little pet...
That's why Gaston isn't a union member. Everard needs a neutral party to speak his ideas.
That's just the way things work around here. No reason to feel bad about it. I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer. Just easier that way. Besides, life isn't as black and white as René's of the world tried to make it seem. It's all shades of grey, really.
Mon Dieu.
I don't even consider my... Just easier that way. Besides, life isn't as black and white as René's of the world tried to make it seem. It's all shades of grey, really.
Mon Dieu.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case right... It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How many...
A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. You really do. Now, unleash the fury. Say one of these fascists... Whoa! Easy there, Goldmouth. He doesn't have to say anything.
What? What oppressors?
I am not going to listen to this cop.
Huh? Yes, officer. I really don't understand how my sandwich could... I would rather just have this one, officer.
Tell this lost comrade what the people's sandwich would be like. Distill the essence of the working man in a sandwich. The skepticism emanating from the... He's not imagining it.
I don't eat worker food. Look, officer, I like different classic food. Fine dining, not worker bags. Please, just drop it.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its... You drop the white envelope. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug.
All right, let's go back to Evrard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
The payphone.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't... The Golden Boy returns once more. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi.
See? Well done, sir. You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important. The point is, do not think you're ahead of him.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. With an old woman has it, and let me tell you...
This must be the woman who bought...
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track.
Union Boys gonna...
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Unfortunately, I don't know anymore.
There it is again.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not.
As I said, she's a character.
It sounds like a very disturbed and desperate...
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing...
She will be there.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that. Why a war of...
And what do you...
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize that... Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with the more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste. Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still... We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance. Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the... It's already happening. $2,372.
2,300, and they're all well motivated. At least the ones you've seen.
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poop...
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mob.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities. The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The debarders we're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperazole.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine. Usually
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union...
He's basically admitting to it.
Harry, if I was supplying raw materials to drug manufacturers, I would need an army of...
Understood.
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry. You don't get sidetracked. You care about the people you're supposed to protect, not some systems that may or may not be unethical. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbour's turnover, just like the harbour is, but a small part of Martinez. Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start business. I'm going to unite them all into one economic body. We're going to incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's...
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. The hypothetical raw materials trade is off the table. It's such a small and insignificant... Boys. Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering? Thank you, Harry. Thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many ways, you are that working man. You have already done so much work. No idea.
He a guy, huh?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet so...
He really doesn't.
We're way past specific Union members now. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big-time mode.
Great, Harry, great. I think we've truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together. But if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open. Mega-rich light-bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there? Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega-rich light-bending guys.
There was a guy in the container, but he didn't bend it.
Honestly, guys, we might be moving a spot of drugs through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect. You're right, Harry. I am a socialist. I'm going to catch the mega-rich guy inside the container and harvest his energy to... I shudder to think...
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
I'm always happy to educate and entertain. Very nice, Harry.
Coach, physical instrument. Wait, how did you know all those hammer throw techniques? How do you know how to hold a discus? Or the world youth record in discus? Something doesn't add up here. This mushy thing between your ears.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action, pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit. Fuck no, art shit. Shoot that shit at Kuno, pig-o naught. The fuck about it? Your test.
Get lost,
No, Kuno.
So he knows locusts.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take...
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
Deny everything!
Kuno's not gonna say any.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack?
Kuno doesn't fucking.
All around you, the hisses are like skyscrapers, spires.
Well, detective, it appears of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well. Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
When someone says they're not being sarcastic, it's usually a good sign that...
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from... But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah. Kuno took.
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
They're not pets. Don't you know what locusts are? When.
Stop!
You stop. It's like.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantasticals. The girl forces herself to watch again. The corner.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you!
An artist. Maybe I am.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Kuno made Kuno. Kuno said I fucking say I when I wanna. And Kuno.
This is what he sometimes does when things get tense.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally...
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno! You'll have to take me away!
So that's what this is about. Without a word, for once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this moment. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway.
The girl's face appears again. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno is finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first-person singular. Kuno is Kuno.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all... The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
He recognizes the name.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this
There's silence between the two.
Again? I can't believe this shit. Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response.
Yes, it's a hobby of...
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response.
I'm going to say... God fucking shit.
None of this is great. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a...
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses.
Okay. Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to... Not even a little...
It's an urban myth. But
He's trying... Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it.
You're not going to believe this, but... Yes, sir. Solving crime. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you. The far-out son of lion. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time. Well, where have you looked for her? I don't know.
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere.
Oh my god, there's more. You want some? Okay, why not? Let's do... Well, west of here? Tough luck. The place is ruined from the bombardment. A lot of places to hide there. I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. And so it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good.
She acts chipper, but something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not...
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap.
He has a 38-degree fever. His
Darling, I told you to take it.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
There won't be a next season. Not for this. Find a phasmid or admit defeat, people.
you can? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast.
He wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he...
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is...
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel.
This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers.
I've just always liked...
He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up, if you prod a little.
Real? I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does. My methods do not differ from other scientists. No, as I said.
Interesting. Something for later, this close call.
Yes?